Hey everybody, I want to go over what's going to happen here today. So I came a little bit early because that's the fun part of being Mickey, is that sometimes you get to see what happens behind the scenes. Today is a huge opening event that we have for one of the local businesses in North Minneapolis. This is Houston White. This is the big, you guys are looking at stage 2, which is really stage like 20. But we are standing outside the Camden Town Flats. If you see, the sun is beaming in my eyes, so I don't actually know if I'm giving you this great view. But we also see that now his idea of renaming this part of town has come true, that he wanted to name it Camden Town Flats. So now it's on all of the corners of that that are attached to his building. And so when you look at this story of what's here, what I want you to notice is that you have to dream a little bit every day and work at it. So Houston went around with a set of plans every day, showed them to everyone he could, and found business partners on how to fund this second huge build of what was here. This was originally the back parking lot of the building. So getting that built was one thing. Extending out the barber shop. This used to be a barber shop right here, and extending that out so they had more space to do things. And then having outdoor seating and a coffee shop in this area. And the reason that was a big deal, and when we did the first specs on this, is just to let you know how long ago it was, that this street that's on the other side down there was the #1 space in the United States for Pokemon Go. And one of the other options that we had talked about years ago was that this place also needed an ice cream shop. But he likes coffee, so he built a coffee shop. And there wasn't one around here. And so he built that idea. He went in, learned how to make coffee for his friends, and then he learned how to make coffee for Target. And so he started his own coffee company that's also local. He's now is targeting on, with Target, he's doing his third project. And the first was the clothing line, the second was the coffee, and now we have men's personal care. And that's today's launch. And today's launch is, well, of course, I'm a little early for it. So you get to see it before all the people get here. So we're going to do some mimosas, a little bit of music, talk about why it's a big deal, but also making sure that people can see themselves in the places that they shop. So Target's going to host this line, and I'm excited to hear what they have to say today. But for all of you who are someone who have a big dream, don't know how you're going to do it, Houston's a great example of why getting up every day and continuing to pay attention to your dream is important. That there are many times where you have to be the person that makes sure that your dream can happen. So I'm going to walk you inside before all of the people get here so that you can see the inside construction. And he's got a sign on the building. It lights up. It's super cool at night. But again, he's out here this morning putting these couches out and setting stuff up and sweating like the rest of us here. He's not sitting in air conditioning and sending some minion out to do it. He's actually the person out here doing it. When he was doing t-shirts, he was in the basement of this building mailing them out. That there would be on this door, and this is actually where the doorstep used to be. He would be at this doorstep taking in tons of printing materials. So, but yes, Houston was out here just earlier, just putting all the couches together and making sure it looks great. So I'm going to walk you into today's deal. When you think about your ideas and what you're trying to create in the world, I want you to think about, right, what's the one thing I can do? What's the one thing that can happen? So when you're thinking about that, right, it's having just small events that you can keep adding up. And those small events adding up means that you become a place where community can build. So that's the secret, right? Keep showing up, keep doing, keep being, keep trying. So today there'll be mimosas here. He's got all of the little tchotchke stuff that makes it look great. So I'm gonna sign off after I walk into the building. Thank you. That we have the inside of the coffee shop. And this was all redone. Even the ceiling looks old, but that was redone too. And so we have the coffee shop section. This is Get Down Coffee. And we have all of the details that Houston was trying to get in his space to make sure that no matter where you were, even the wallpaper's private, right? But everywhere that you were, that you would feel like you were somewhere new, that things were very different, and that it was light and fresh. And that is really the terminology that would be used for him. He loves music. This is the inside of the barber shop where you have storytelling. We also have a DJ today. And we have all of the new product that'll be coming out to today's launch and to talk about what's here. So remember, every idea starts as a little something, a little something, a little something more. So as you're dreaming, as you're thinking about building big things, this doesn't get built overnight, but it does get built day after day after day after day after day. So thanks for showing up. I'm excited to hang out with you again. And, hello from the life of, business strategy in real life. This is what it looks like in real life. So when you have ideas, this is what you build. Thank you.